Listen, I don't believe in karma or anything like that, but a lot of these things are starting to make the case for there being some type of karma happening in this world. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of news it's going to give you a little bit of relief maybe. So Donald Trump will be in office for 1,460 days if he makes it through these 4 years. He pardoned 1,500 insurrectionists on his first day in office. But at the pace that we're going right now, by the time Donald Trump gets out of office, all 1,500 of the people he pardoned will either be dead or back in jail again. Because we have yet another insurrectionist who was pardoned by Donald Trump who is in trouble with the law again. This guy, Andrew, is wanted for soliciting a minor. He is wanted for being online when he was 27 years old and trying to set up a meeting with a girl under the age of 17 to have sex with her. These are the people that Donald Trump has let out back onto our streets. The guy who talks about all of the other countries dumping their criminals into our streets has now dumped a sex offender back into our streets. That is what Donald Trump has done. You would think before letting these people out of prison, he would have vetted them and said, you know what? Let's make sure none of them aren't already wanted for other things. Right before he allowed them to leave, he pardoned them. There was a letter sent to the prison he was in Colorado that said, please hold on to this guy because he's wanted for soliciting a minor. Somehow that letter didn't get faxed to the right place or whatever, and this guy was let out, and now he's wanted for that solicitation of a freaking minor now in Texas. These are the people Donald Trump let out into the world, into our country, for everyone to deal with when they go ahead and decide to commit more crimes. And I want you to think about this for a second, because back when Colin Kaepernick was kneeling because he wanted to bring attention to injustices to the black community, back when he peacefully just took a knee during the national anthem so that people would realize that there are black people that are being treated unjustly in this country by the judicial system, by law enforcement, he brought attention to that. And you know what Donald Trump said? Donald Trump said he should lose his job and we should kick his ass out of the country. A guy who kneeled in protest during the national anthem, just kept quiet, didn't bother anyone else, just kneeled in protest. He was told, get your ass out of the country. But 1,500 people who stormed the Capitol, broke windows, broke doors, assaulted police officers, threatened the lives of elected officials. Those people got a pardon, and now 3 days after or 7 days after these pardons have happened, 3 of them, 1 in prison, 1 dead, and 1 is wanted to be put back in jail for the crimes that he's committed. This is crazy. This is what people voted for. It's funny because my buddy who's doing my shirts for me, he made a shirt that says, you voted for this. I cannot wait till that shirt gets in the mail for me, because that is the shirt I'm going to wear every single time I bring you this type of news about someone that Donald Trump pardoned getting in some type of trouble. I'm going to wear the shirt that says, you voted for this. Every time Donald Trump tries to put forward some type of legislation that takes money or food out of the hands and out of the mouths of marginalized communities, I'm going to wear that shirt that says, you voted for this. When I do a story about a Latino for Trump fucking around and finding out the hard way that Donald Trump is deporting them or people in their family, I'm going to wear the shirt from leftlast.com that says, you voted for this. Yes, it is also a shameless plug of my merch store, but I think that shirt applies so much to a lot of things going on now. When the next black conservative gets called the N-word, or gay black conservative gets called gay epithets, I will wear the shirt while reporting to you, the shirt that says, you voted for this. because many of you voted for this shit. This is my third video today about people in America fucking around and finding out. Donald Trump released a guy who is wanted for soliciting sex with a girl under the age of 17. He released that person onto your streets. This is the guy who says he wants to keep America safe. His idea of keeping America safe now is releasing a guy who's back in jail for weapons charges, releasing a guy who was shot and killed by a police officer for trying to assault him, and now releasing a guy who is wanted for trying to have sex with a minor. These are the people Donald Trump has released into the street. Again, we're really at the find out portion of the fuck around, and it's only 8 days now. 8 days, and this is where we are already. And a lot of these news stations, the mainstream media, won't be telling you these things because they've decided to obey and bend the knee to Donald Trump. So again, please stay tuned. Please subscribe. Please watch, follow, share with your friends. Independent media like myself, Tennessee Brando, Tabitha Speaks, Midas Touch Network. Please stay tuned because this is the only place you're going to actually get news that is, in any type of opposition to the party, to the Republicans and Donald Trump, that many liberals and centrists who call themselves centrists have already decided to bow the knee to. Again, like, share, comment, subscribe. I really do appreciate you guys. Period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in they heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.